Good evening, fellow Christ Millennium members. This is Osabo recording the first video for you. I'm here to do a quick video on how best you can install the Christ Millionaires indicator that I will set to you ideally, so that you can take a very good trading decisions whilst you trade. Alright, so actually this is how the indicator looks like. So you can see how it has been installed nicely. Alright, so I'll show you from the scratch what you need to do in order to get the indicator and then install it very well on your platform. So let me quickly minimize this, so you can see my desktop. This is my desktop. If you download the indicator very well, it should come in the form of raw file version, the raw file. Then if you have the raw file, you see that this is the indicator that is sent to you. So you open the indicator, you can see we have 4 folders in the 4 folder in the raw, in the WinRAR. Go to MQL4. So now when you go to MQL4, you see experts, you see indicators, and then scripts. When you open expert, you see SLTP2. If you want to use this one, fine, that's a robot. You can copy this one. You can extract the file to a specific folder on desktop, or you can copy it and then put it on desktop. Okay. Then to come to, I have it already dead, so you can see that it asked me to replace the file. So I said replace the file in destination, so it quickly goes there on desktop. Then I quickly go here. Then I'll come to indicators. So these are all the indicators that you need on desktop. So I will highlight all and also drag it there. So when I drag it there, you can see that these are all the indicators that I need. I will send to you. Okay. So then if you also need the scripts, the same way you do it. But anyway, after you have done it, you can see that everything is scattered on your screen. So just create a new folder and then copy everything into the new folder. So these are the indicators. All right, so indicator into a new folder, and so this is part of it. All right, then I'll drag it into my new folder. Now right click and rename the new folder indicator. So indicators. All right. So I have it indicator here. Then I'll create another folder. Then I'll name it expert or robot, so that I will send a robot file into it. Are you okay? Okay, I already have another name expert already, so expert 2 will do. So I have expert 2 here. Then I have my expert here. I'll put in the expert folder. Then there's one also that I need to do called the script, but I have all on the local. So this is how you can extract from the WinRAR. So already I have all. I have the indicators, I have the scripts, and I have the experts. Now go to your MT4. Now when you go to your MT4, before you can be able to attach the indicator into the MT4, you have to go to file. Now when you go to file, just scroll down to open data folder. Now when you go to open data folder, you see that you have all the files in the MT4 where you can put on your indicators and a whole lot of things. So just open MQL4. Now when you go to MQL4, you have experts, we have indicators, and we have scripts. Now that was what we sent to you. So copy what is in the script on the desktop into the script on the MT4. Then copy what is the indicators on your desktop into MT4 indicators. So this is how it's going to be like. So let me quickly. All right, so this is so I'll open expert. All right, now so when I open expert, you see I have a lot of experts here. So then I'll just drag, I'll just copy. Where is it? So I have the expert here. I'll open the expert, then I'll drag it and just put it into the expert. I already have it there, so you see replace the file destination. I just say okay, are you alright? Then I'll come back, then I'll finish with the expert. Now let me open indicators. Now when you go to indicators, alright, you then open the indicators here. You also highlight them and then also drag them onto it. Now I have them all, so I have to replace all the files there. So that is what you are seeing now. Now you can find that what is here is empty. You can choose to close the folder or what. But if you don't want to close the folder and you want to maintain what is in the folder, then instead of dragging and putting it there, you have to copy. So you actually have to select all, then you copy. Okay, you copy, then you paste into the indicator. So I'll paste it here. You can see that it is gone. All right. So it is gone in now. I'll go back and then come to scripts. So I'll open scripts here. Then let me close the indicator window here. Then scripts. What is script? I have a script here. Alright, the script is here. So that one too, I will copy all. I will select all, copy, then I will paste it here nicely. Okay, I also have them already, and then you have it nicely done. When you finish, close this one, close everything, and then close your your MT4 pro application. Now then let me go back to, then after you close the MT4 application, reopen the MT4 application. Now when you reopen the MT4 application, you should be able to see all the things that you put in. Oh, why is this thing not coming? Alright, so I have my MT4 application. So I go to navigator here. Okay, this the navigator. I should be able to see all that I have put in. Okay, so when it comes to the indicators, I have what I put it here. So this is what Reven is giving to us. Then when you come to experts, you can see we have the SLTP2. We have also here, we have your scripts, and this is the first video. But the second, or as the days goes ahead, more videos will be coming, which will be giving you the insight on the indicator and how best you can be able to apply the indicator very efficiently. Now, so let's start from the beginning. Already with this one, this is a demo account actually for my sweetheart, and we want to use it for the explanation. I believe God, by the time we finish, you should be able to do this thing very well. So you can see that already we have installed it already here. But now let's take let me take a new page. Okay, like Euro USD. So this is a Euro USD, and on Euro USD, this is the default platform. This is what you see when there's nothing on the chart. So this is what you see when there's nothing on the chart, and then we have to do some few work here to make sure you're able to see the indicators the way you want them to be. So just right click here and then go to properties. Now when you go to properties, make sure that I don't like the grid line, and also make sure that the offline chart is not ticked. Make sure the offline chart is not ticked. Alright, then come to colors. You want to do some little color work. I love my background to be very black, okay, because of the rays. I don't want a high ray to affect my eyes, maybe because of the time I spend on the computer. I like the foreground to be white. Because I don't like the grid lines, I'll have deactivated, so there's no need to change the color. Now my bar up is green, bar down should be red. Okay, then bull candles should be lime or green. Then how do you call it, bear candles also I like lime, so it's all about lime. Then bear candle, sorry, should be red. Okay, so we have, let me quickly take this one. Bar up is a lime, bar down is red, bull candle lime, bear candle red. So that's all that you need to do here. So when you click OK, this is what you have here. So you see you have the bar charts on the screen nicely, but most often I don't normally like the bar chart. I like to use the candlesticks. So I come here to pick a candlestick. So that's a candlestick. When I enlarge it a little, you see the candlesticks there. Alright, so basically you have an empty chart with, now I can see my red candlestick which telling me that this is a bear market. This is a green candlestick which tell me that it's a bull market condition. So quickly I have a very good pattern that you have to do. Now let's go to the indicators. Go to navigator. So when you go to navigator, now this is how you should be able to arrange the thing, the indicators on your screen. Actually the MT4, what you see on the MT4 is made of layers. So you can see that we have layers arranged to give you this, what you are seeing. So if one layer overshadows the other, it means that you don't see the other layer. Okay, so we are trying to arrange it in a way that you should be able to arrange the layers that you should be able to see your candlesticks, and then the ribbon should be at the background layer to give you an information on where we are, what is happening, and what you need to do. Okay, so the first thing I would like to put on it is the is maybe this one. Okay, that's let me take it again. I love the pips v2 very much, but it makes my work very easy for me, so I put on it. And all indicators that you put on the platform, make sure you allow DLL imports, then you click OK. So that one gives you all the trades that have been placed on this machine that is currently active and working. And then the bigger one here is what's the pips that you are actually reading. Is the calculation of all the pips here. So I love this indicator very well. Then the next indicator that I would like you to put on it is the QEE. Now when I put the QEE here, I also allow DLL imports, then I click OK. Now you get something like this. Now there's one caution: if you have other indicators on the platform, you need to uninstall them or delete them before you apply the QEE. Other than that, the QEE, especially if you have oscillators, the QEE will not work well. Now another point that you have to note is that when you are using the QEE, do not extremely minimize your chart. It will distort the QEE. So minimize the chart in a very reasonable manner, whereby you can see the QEE very well. Especially when I say you will see it very well, what I mean is you should be able to see the blue and the pink, and then the dark blue line, and then the aquatic line here, because they are very informative, and that's what gives you the insight of the trades that you are going to place. Alright. So I have my QEE installed, I have my pips calculator installed. Now quickly, then what I need to add is this, the trading system. The trading system should be the first thing after the QEE that must be added to the system. So I add the QEE, the trading system. So okay, so when you add a trading system, this is what you see. Alright, you see something like this, only lines. So we need to find a way of putting flesh on these lines to make sure they are very nicely covered. So then you have to add what you call the ribbon. So I also drag the ribbon and then put the ribbon on. then I allow DLL imports, then I'll go OK. So when you go OK, you have a nicely drawn system like this. But the challenge here is that you can still see the candlesticks are not clear, they are not showing outside or in front of you to be able to find the price action of on what the candlestick is telling you. So you quickly do what you call right click, go to properties, then come to common. Now when you come to common, you can find out that chart on foreground here, chart on foreground is not activated. So activate chart on foreground, then OK. Now when you activate chart on foreground, you can see that you can now clearly see your candlesticks on the on the ribbon. Okay, so it will help you to understand the price action that is taking place whilst you are actually trading. So this is how best you should be able to install the system. Now there are so many things that you can install, but it only make the system cumbersome. But the one thing I will ask you to add it to it is a currency gold. Now when you add a currency gold to it, just allow DLL import and OK. You see the strength here, the strength of the pairs right here on your screen. So you can see that the pound is heading, New Zealand too is firing upward, CHF is quietly okay, gold also is gaining strength there, okay, and then the remaining ones are very weak. So the JPY continues to be the weakest pair across board. So that is what you need to do. Now there is also what I call the news, but every time you put the news battles with the traffic light. So you have to choose between which indicator you use, either the news or the system. But I will choose that you should use the trading system so that you can be able to get everything intact. After the news, we will see how best we can get an app for you that can be able to address the news issue. So that is that, and that's how you install the Christ Millionaires indicators for optimum usage. If you have lost the channel, just give me a thumb up. If there is something that I need to add also, you can bring a suggestion and a question so that I will be able to add it to it. Thank you very much for your time, and I'll be doing more videos subsequently. Thank you and God bless you so much. Bye.